Okay, you're on.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we talked about these people. When you get into 20th century stuff, sometimes you get lucky and there are photographs. So I'm going to share some of them with you now because some of the men, particularly, and some of the, at least one of the ladies that we've talked about today, we have photographs of, which I think is really neat. I like this stuff. So here is the Thunderwater group shot, and it is. We got it courtesy of Chief Miracle, but he got it from Helena Smart. Helena Smart. She was twice married. Hold on, I got her tree here. I never met her. So yeah, Helena Smart from Winifred Smart and Reginald Ciro. So she has family connections to some of these people. So first off, one of the ladies, Catherine Hill, mother of George Hill, Bear Clan title holder. And there she is there. She's one of the few women that we have identified. Now, I said 1917, and we've kind of identified this because that's Effie Doreen. Yes. And Effie Doreen, that's her second child, born in 1916. We know Thunderwater came in 1915 and 1917, so this is probably the 17th visit. Thunderwater himself is here. We believe that this is Isaac Brandt here, known as Ike, or Ike Guilty, or Guilty Brandt, and that's his wife. His wife is, come on people, help me here.
Mrs. Brandt.
Florence. Florence. Oh, and then Effie is their daughter. So there's the two of the grandchildren there. Okay, so who else do we have in this photograph? John J. Smart. He's listed in several of our list of titled men, and he has been identified as this man here. His wife, Debbie, is been identified as this woman here. Now, he was known as Jack, and she was known as Ma Jack. Of course. Now, this gentleman here is been identified as John Barnhart, and we think he could be the R.J. Barnhart that's in the lists. I think that might be all the guys that I have. Romea is supposed to be in here, but I don't. Oh no, Andrew Ciro's in here. Andrew Ciro, he's the guy right there. I want to know who that lady is. I love that hat. So these are these, and it's, to see that with so many women, it's just marvelous.
I know a few.
You know a few. Oh, come tell.
Because this is my great grandfather right here. His name is Coburn Brand.
Oh, Coburn is here.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this is his wife, Roseanne Doreen. She was Wolf Clan and he was Bear Clan. And I think this is his uncle Joshua, which would be, I think, maybe a brother to Isaac.
Okay.
And then I know Effie. And then this might be Effie's daughter, Jackie.
The first one?
Yeah,
The first,
the first daughter.
and that's Violet?
I think so. And who else do I know? I think that might be it.
And okay. So I will talk to you later. But and you can see how many people, and you can see the people in the background. There were a ton of people there. And as I said before, Thunderwater he was up from the United States. He was part Native. He got trashed by the Canadian government. They almost accused him of pedophilia. Anything to get his, because he went to all the different communities.
Sorry, do you know, like, where was that taken in front of?
From the council house?
The council house is what I
Okay.
thought, but I don't know.
In 1917, Thunderwater Council is in charge, right? They got, they're still in the middle of their mandate. So here it is a pro First Nation, pro education, pro women, pro self-determination. That's what Thunderwater stood for. So this is such a marvelous photograph. And there's articles that I did on Thunderwater on the website. So if you want to know a little bit more about him, you can check them out.
Find him also.
Sites
about him.
Yeah. And there's a professor in the United States, Professor Gerald Reed. I think he's going to be doing some more research about him because there's an archive in the United States somewhere that has stuff about him. So there may be more coming down the pike, but it's such a great photograph. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these other guys.
Where did you get the photograph?
The chief.
Okay.
And he got it from Helena. Isaac Claus. This one? Yeah. So there's Isaac Claus. So he's a member of our Thunderwater Council.
This is also 1717?
In 1970. Well, he's actually.
Or it was 1917,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just, I think it says, I have another copy. It's in the late teens, 1915 to something. Yeah. 16 to 18. John W. Let's see if there's John W. Later John W. See, he's one of the guys who later on becomes elected into council way after the Thunderwater Council, but into the 1920s. And he's one of the guys listed on our title list. Who else do we have? Fred Ciro. Oh, there's Fred. And this photograph comes to us courtesy of the Genevieve Ladouceur collection at the library. Let's see what else. Andrew Ciro and Ethel Culbertson. So Andrew is in the Thunderwater Council, but his face is kind of cut off. So there's Andrew and Ethel.
He looks like fun.
Yeah. And this also comes courtesy of the Genevieve collection. Wellington Green at the bottom there. There's Wellington Green. And that comes courtesy of Jennifer Walker. So that's Nelson Green, Tech Green's dad. But he did not like having his photograph taken, so he's probably not in the Thunderwater group shot, I'm thinking. Although maybe someday somebody will. We'll see if there's anybody else. Johnson Lewis. Lewis, this one? Yeah. So this is courtesy of the Lewis family. So there's Johnson Lewin there.
How was Lewis spelt?
That's spelt Lewin, Leween, but it's also Lewis,
Yeah,
Lewis.
so many different spellings.
Yep.
Right?
And we'll see if there's. Oh, Ike and Solomon. So that Ike Guilty brand, he's the one guy on top. One of those two fellows on the bottom is Solomon, his brother. Left or right? And that would be Solomon J. Brandt, who is in almost all the documentation through 1916, 1919.
How would I be able to ever get a copy of that photo?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Coburn and Solomon were brothers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, the other man is Hugh Brandt, and he would have been a cousin of some kind. I worked it out once before.
So which one is Solomon? On the right?
I would think it's the guy in the corner, yeah, like towards
Yeah.
him.
Yeah? So he could be in the Thunderwater group shot, because I think a number of the brothers, Ike is there, and Colburn is there, and is Osborne there? Maybe
I
not.
thought It could be Osborne that's over there, but I don't know, from my mom and dad, I thought that was Joshua, one of the other brothers.
Okay, all right. So,
Joshua.
okay, so that's brilliant. So, you see, so we have yes. We might have seen them all. Yeah, so that's good. But that's, I mean, I love to see the photographs.
Any other ones you're going?
I think that's it. That's it. So, but going to open up for questions and find a pencil so I can write that new information down. And
Did you make this?
I'll grab a pencil if I can. So should I just wrap up and say it'll be a Q&A now, and to thank everybody for coming, and I look forward to seeing you if possible with the next session on the 18th, which is the story of the Fort Hunter Mohawks to the Sheen, to Bay of Quinte, up to the time of the Simcoe deed. So like the story of getting
what was
here.
the address? Do you know?
All right, we're shutting down.
That they're standing in front of?